Hey team, last day of the paying with cash monies was yesterday. So I arbitrarily chose to use my debit card today. Essentially, I said, now is the time. I'm just going to use it. It's going to be very convenient for what I'm doing now. And so I wrapped it up. It was an all right challenge. I did not like paying the $5 for convenience, and it was $5.50 actually. And then I tried to go to the bank, and I got some monies out of the ATM at the bank to avoid those fees, but it was miles out of the way. I made a whole video about it, and but today I wanted to send holiday gifts, and I just didn't have enough to take out the money, and I just wanted to send those today, and I didn't see any reason to continue with the cash challenge, so it was fine. I don't always like paying in cash, just because sometimes I can lose track of how much I'm getting in change, or how much I'm, I've got in my purse at any one time. So if any is missing, I might not notice. And if any is supplemented, I don't know that I would notice either. I felt like I had a couple extra quarters in my purse. They're friends. That's an inside joke to others, but the ones that put them in there. So they were all like fancy brand new quarters. So someone was mindfully making sure that I got them and got to see them. So yes, but anyway, I can't spend them. That's not my money. That's ruining the challenge. Go away. Yeah. So anyway, I ended up just I left a decent those quarters on the counter, and then I kind of I'm paying back my parents in cash, so I will still be getting some cash to pay my parents back what I owe them for the year I've been here. I've been here for a year. I've been here for over a year. It was supposed to be over. I was just supposed to be here for the holidays last year, and then I was gonna be winter car camping. I feel like it was video after video. I'm just gonna, I have to wait for it to be financially feasible. I need to figure out how I'm gonna stay heated. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then it just, I did one night, and I only had a candle for heat, plus all, my blankets, but I still felt like it was dangerous, and I wanted to have some sort of supplementary heat. And so I do have a couple of ideas in way of heating. I looked into winter camping like more appropriately, with a camp stove and like a winter tent, but thinking of those, it's like $500 for the combo set that I was looking at, and then figuring out how to keep my blankets off the ground, so that any snow or ice wouldn't melt onto the blanket. So I'd need some sort of cot probably, and you don't want to be directly on the ground anyway because of the cold. So you could use like a blow up air mattress, except in Minnesota, those, if it's below freezing, then the air gets sucked right back out of them. So that doesn't really work for winter months. So that's kind of what I saw as an example. I mean, that might work for certain temperatures, but then it's just going to be too cold. Like you bring a beach ball outside, and it doesn't work. So we'd have to find some other insulator. I watched a couple videos, and that like there were like specific tents. It was like tentception. So there were like someone had 3 tents. So it was like an overarching one was like an outdoor like fish hut tent, which was cool. And then they had another tent an insulated tent, and then they had an insulated tent inside of an insulated tent. And so I have time. So, but I felt like they said it was all right, but I think maybe I think it might have been too many insulated tents, and I wonder if it was insulating it against, like, from the heat source, which was under the first tent, but outside of the second two, or the other 2 tents. So I felt like it was insulating against the heat on that one. And so I'd want to be mindful of that too. Still looking into options there, but it is definitely more expensive. And so I'd want something insulated. I know I have a family member that has like a fish hut, a fish house, and that looks pretty cool. He just suggested it to me and said, in winter you want this because it does have the insulation. So versus like a camper or trailer might not have that same level of safety protection. So I looked into those. They're pricier than what I was hoping to put out there. I could look in cheaper places too. I was looking at brand new stuff versus like Facebook Marketplace. I could look at but if someone's cutting you too good of a deal, you gotta be kind of suspicious what's going on. So you want to just be conscientious of those things. But that was an adventure. It started getting cold, and so now I don't like cold. I'm wearing 2 sweatshirts inside. And it's in theory supposed to be like 64 degrees inside. So I don't know about this, the camping out in the winter. It was fun. I remember I had a pair of snow pants, and I was like, I'm invincible. So maybe if I got another pair of snow pants, but it's, again, that would add up, and right now I'm really, really lean on that, and I'm trying to pay off credit card payments and accumulate any sort of savings, so that way I can like pay my credit card monthly bill without crying. So and I don't know how that's gonna work out, but there are options. We'll see. I've been talking, I've been trying to figure out what the next step is going to be, and I have honestly no clue right now, just because I am working very part-time for the holidays, and so I do like the working part-time. It is a commute though, and so I don't know if I could find something closer, so that way I wouldn't have to commute as far, or how longitudinal that role is, what the plan is. So I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I've said that in a couple of like update videos. I'm not sure what's happening next, but it's still true. So anyway, just wanted to make this video to say we're wrapping up the Paying with Cash monies, and still figuring out the next steps. Okay. Obviously it's on my mind. What's gonna happen next? I don't know. We just get through the holidays. All right, have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.